A new passage here. This one's for questions 9 to 14. So again, try this passage and these questions yourself first before you watch the video. Because here, the first question is a general, so one we would leave to the end, but I'm going to do it now just because it's the order of the video. So the passage most strongly suggests that Atalita used which of the following to navigate her 9,000-mile journey. So Atalita is a tortoise. Wait, turtle or turtle? Loggerhead turtle, right? Mentioned in this first paragraph. A loggerhead turtle called Atalita swam across 9,000 miles. And the question the passage is trying to address is, how do turtles do this? How do they swim these long distances without getting lost? In the middle of the passage discusses experiments that point to how turtles can use magnetic fields to navigate. And the key line here is, for the answer to this question, is 43. Putman thinks that the turtles work out their position using two features of the Earth's magnetic field that change over its surface. And these features are the inclination of the field and its intensity. So we go to the choices and we see indeed the inclination and intensity of Earth's magnetic field. That's going to be answer. Let's look at the choices here. A, the current of the North Atlantic Gyre. So where do they mention that? North Atlantic Gyre, right here. So it says that they spend their early lives in this North Atlantic Gyre, but it doesn't really say that they use that to navigate. In fact, here we can see in line 22, their magnetic sense keeps them safe. It's that magnetic sense that's allowing them to know where they are and to know where to go. So even though they mention the gyre, they mention this elsewhere, so that's not how they're using to navigate that journey. Cues from electromagnetic coils designed by Putman and Lohmann. Be careful, these are the experiments they used to see these turtles navigating, but that's not how this turtle, who literally traveled in real life 9,000 miles in the ocean, that's not how the turtle moved. A simulated magnetic signature configured by Lohmann. Again, this is in the experiments. This is not how this turtle navigated. They did the experiments to try to understand how this turtle navigated, and this turtle navigated, as they found, by using these factors, as we saw in the last paragraph. So this one's going to be choice C. Another general question, one that, again, we would answer at the end of the passage, and I think it's pretty clear once you read the whole thing. Science passage here, a pretty intense science passage, and one that has a little diagram at the end, which we will be using later. But yeah, pretty standard question. General question, leave it to the end, and eliminate what doesn't make sense, and go with the one that is mentioned, which is choice C.